Hi there, this is Nick from Aloware. Today I'm going to present to you our all-new product, Aloware Smart Transcription. So without further ado, I'll cut right to the chase. First off, you're going to want to enable Smart Transcription. To do this, you should navigate to the Account tab on the bottom left, find your way to Transcription Settings, and here you are at the Transcription panel. From this panel, you can control your Smart Transcriber features. You have the toggle for Smart Transcription, minimum talk time, custom dictionary, automatic redaction, and sensitive content moderation. Now let's see what these options mean. Of course, the first one is to enable Smart Transcription. Just keep in mind that button changes the transcription ability for the whole account. Yes, you have been warned, but don't worry, I will show you how to enable or disable Smart Transcription for individual accounts. Any user has the ability to enable or disable transcription individually. However, we have implemented this button to help the account admin to turn on the transcription for all users with just one click. In one click, and voila, your company's calls are getting transcribed. We have minimum talk time. This helps you not transcribe answering machines or call waitings. We suggest 15 seconds as a good minimum for your minimum talk time. Next, we have custom dictionary. Just take Aloware as an example. We have tried all speech-to-text machines on the planet, and none of them were able to recognize this from audio. Guess why? It's not a common name. With this, you would tell the AI that there is a specific word that you and your customers are using. You can add multiple words by clicking on the new tag. Automatic redaction. This is a feature to make sure sensitive data like PII, or personal identifiable information, is not transcribed during a call. This is something that some companies need depending on the context of their conversations they have with their customers. Last but not least, we have the sensitive content moderation. Our AI does not filter the content by default to make sure all of the utterances are technically correct, but depending on your policies, you might need to make sure some slangs are moderated and hidden with symbols in your transcription and your reports. If you open up your profile settings and select the personalization tab, you'd be able to turn Smart Transcription on and off on an individual user level. So to recap, if someone specifically needs to use transcription or vice versa does not need to use transcription, it's there to be modified. Just keep in mind that this is going to affect the specific user's communications. Speaking of the communications, let's go to the communications. This is the communication info panel, which you could find from any communication that you have with a contact. There is a handful of information available for you on this panel, but if you scroll down and click on the Show More under Smart Transcription, it'll open up the Smart Transcription panel. At the top of the panel, you see the audio player, which helps you see which part of the conversation you're looking at. If you click on the play button, the call will start to play back. As you can see on the right half of the panel, there is a colorful dialog box. It's fairly simple. Each block is a dialogue utterance. The green ones are the nice category, which means in that section the speaker was positive. The gray ones are also good too. This means the overall sentiment of that dialogue is not negative nor positive, which is a sign that the speaker does not have any significant problem. But if you scroll down and you find yourself a red dialog box, this could mean danger. The red dialogue contains the most negative sentiments during a conversation. There is also a percentage under each dialog box which shows how much of that estimation is to the extreme. In this case, it's 16.67% negative. As you see here, overall sentiment analysis is presented and shows the overall quality of agents or customer utterances during the whole conversation. If you hover the mouse over the sentiments, you can see more details about them. If you look at the left side of the transcription panel, you would see the categories. These basically classify your communication into most used terminologies in the industry. These categories are sorted based on the probability which is written in front of each, in this case 100%. The longer your conversations are, the more precise this section reports on the categories. The next important feature we have are highlights. Alaware's AI engine detects the important phrases and words automatically and generates a list in this section. The highlights are also marked in the chat boxes as well. With highlights, it's very simple for you to find what matters the most during a call. The next section after the highlights is the Entities section, which shows the specific values and entities which might be useful to take notes from. So that's great, no more note taking. Although it doesn't completely replace some notes, but captures a huge number of subjects automatically without any effort. All in all, that's it for Smart Transcription. We're going to be continuously adding new and interesting features in the future, so keep your eye on that. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back with more videos soon, so stay tuned.